Governor Bill Lee is urging lawmakers to draft legislation for a stronger order of protection to keep dangerous people from purchasing guns. Now, the governor wants it passed before the end of the session in just weeks. The question tonight, will such legislation even be written, much less approved by lawmakers? State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien went to find out answers.
2 weeks after thousands of protesters laid down a cacophony of chaos in the state capitol, Governor Bill Lee announced he's pushing for an order of protection law to prevent people law enforcement proves are threatening from purchasing guns.
It won't solve all the problems, but I think it will it'll take a good step forward.
Though Lee may run into one big problem, his own party. In the last few years, much of the Republican supermajority has been starkly against any sort of gun restriction.
We need to be very, very careful. I do not support anything that does not include full due process.
Senate Majority Leader Jack Johnson says he supports Lee's order of protection law, but it's a delicate balance because he wants to preserve Second Amendment rights.
It's a constitutional right, whether you agree or disagree with it. The right to keep and bear arms is a fundamental constitutional right, and I support that right wholeheartedly.
Senate Democratic leadership praised Lee's plan.
It is a pleasant surprise. I know the governor and Republican leadership has said that they want to do something, but to see him come out so strongly, especially for a red flag law, something that our caucus has really been pushing for the past several weeks, is super encouraging.
For anything to actually happen, it would need at least roughly 25% of Republicans in the House, nearly 30% of Republicans in the Senate, and every Democrat to agree. But Democrats are not losing hope.
Cautiously optimistic. Obviously, we have to come together to make sure we're on the same page and that it's something that we can support. But, we're ready to work.
There's still no official legislation and time this session is running low. But Lee says he wants to get something through by the end of it.
Hopefully it'll pass this time. But if it doesn't, I'm sure it'll pass next year.
There's no set time for the close of session, but it typically ends near the end of April or early May. In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
And in the wake of the 6 killed at the Covenant School that prompted the governor to seek change, Senator Johnson's office sent a statement that reads in part, changes to the current law should not be made in haste, nor come from a place of emotion. Depriving someone of a constitutional right is a serious matter.